What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Punchlytics. Today, let's dive into Paddy Pimblett, sending a warning to Michael Chandler. Pimblett continues his preparations for a showdown with Chandler at UFC 314, and the baddie has a clear message for Iron Mike. Keep it clean or face the consequences. Pimblett was tapped for this fight after submitting Bobby Green last July, and while he and Chandler don't have a deep-rooted rivalry, expect the trash talk to ramp up as fight night nears. Before we continue, don't forget to like the video to support the channel. Recently, Pimblett sat down with John and Nick for ESPN, where the topic of Chandler's controversial fouls came up. Chandler previously received criticism for repeatedly hitting Charles Oliveira in the back of the head in their bout, and Dustin Poirier has accused him of outright cheating in their fight. According to The Diamond, Chandler fishhooked him in their 2022 bout while attempting a choke. Addressing this with a Nick, Pimblett issued a firm warning. I've seen the Poirier thing as well. Poirier saying he tried to fishhook him to get the choke and stuff like that. I'll do the same thing as Poirier if that happens. I'll bite his fingers and try to cut them off with my teeth. It's one of them. Given the attention Poirier's accusations received, one would think Chandler would avoid fishhooks at UFC 314. However, in the heat of battle, anything can happen. Pimblett also shared his reaction to Arman Tsarukyan's last-minute withdrawal from his fight with Islam Makhachev at UFC 311. Like many others, Pimblett was shocked when the news broke that the lightweight contender pulled out due to a back issue. I couldn't believe it. Thought it was crazy, like, what's going on here? And I don't want to badmouth him, but the way Dana White spoke about it at the press conference after made it seem like it was his decision to pull out. The doctor didn't say, "Oh, you can't fight." That's bad. I think he mentioned Heather as well, who's one of the best sports physiotherapists in the PI, and she never told him to pull out either. I felt a bit bad for him. Pimblett then took a jab at his rival Ilia Topuria, arguing that despite Tsarukyan's withdrawal, he believes he should be next in line for Makhachev, not hand sanitizer boy. If you're unfamiliar, that's Pimblett's nickname for the former featherweight champion. Since Dana White has stated that Tsarukyan will need another win before earning another title shot, that scenario seems unlikely. But what do you think? Do you agree with the baddie? Should Arman be next for Islam? Tom Aspinall shocked by MMA community saying, Alex Pereira won at UFC 313. One of the biggest talking points coming out of UFC 313 is the surprising number of fans who believe that Alex Pereira actually won the fight. However, Tom Aspinall is adamant that Magomed Ankalaev was the rightful winner, and he is stunned by how many people don't see it that way. For months, many believed Ankalaev would be Pereira's kryptonite, primarily because Ankalaev was the first elite-level wrestler Pereira had faced. The fight itself was competitive, but in the end, Ankalaev was awarded the victory by unanimous decision from all three judges. Not everyone agreed with the decision, though, and some fans even claimed that Pereira was robbed. When asked about the fight by Jamal Niaz, the interim heavyweight champion, made it clear that he doesn't think Ankalaev was pushing too hard for takedowns. With my educated eye watching it, I don't think Ankalaev was really trying to take him down that much. He definitely tried a couple of times. I think he had 10 or 11 takedown attempts, but I'd say only 2 or 3 of them were full blast. In addition to his breakdown of the fight, Aspinall had strong words for those who scored the bout in Pereira's favor. I can't believe people watched that fight and thought Pereira had won. It was just wild to me how many uneducated fans are out there, and how many of them thought it was a boring fight as well. I thought it was an amazing fight. Both guys did great, but Ankalaev was just a lot better on the night, that's it. It will be interesting to see how the perception of this fight changes over time. A year from now, will people still debate the result? It's also worth noting that since UFC 313, Ankalaev's coach has accused Pereira of greasing. Officially, Ankalaev attempted 12 takedowns and failed to complete any. Do you think his team genuinely believes this, or is it just an excuse? Islam Makhachev rejects Ilia Topuria. Fight! There's hardly a day that goes by without speculation about when Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria will fight. Even though Makhachev has stated he isn't interested in that matchup, a Russian outlet recently reported that the lightweight champion has officially passed on fighting Topuria next. For a while, there was buzz about a potential showdown between Makhachev and Topuria, but once Topuria vacated the featherweight title to move up to lightweight, speculation went into overdrive. Rumors even surfaced that the UFC was planning to book this fight for International Fight Week in June. However, Russia's TASS Sport has now reported that Makhachev's team has no interest in facing Topuria just yet. A social media post highlighted the report. Islam Makhachev has reportedly turned down a fight with Ilia Topuria. Islam has not agreed to this fight and maintains the position that Topuria needs to earn a title shot at 155. This doesn't necessarily mean the fight won't happen next, but Makhachev's stance shouldn't come as a surprise. The champion has previously stated that fighting Topuria does nothing for his legacy. Having already defeated Alexander Volkanovski twice, taking on another former featherweight champion isn't appealing. Makhachev also mentioned that he has plenty of cash already, and unless Topuria proves himself by beating someone like Justin Gaethje or Arman Tsarukyan, he sees no reason to accept the fight. In a surprising move, Makhachev recently raised eyebrows by posting a video of a fighter who has reportedly trained with Ilia Topuria. This individual traveled to Dagestan to train with some of the region's best fighters, including Makhachev himself. Could this fighter end up in the UFC? Only time will tell. It looks like Islam Makhachev just found out about his unexpected connection to Ilia Topuria.
Приехал на удушающее проверить. Ана? Работает. Работает? You good? So strong. 3. Very good.
UFC 316. Main event leaked. Sean O'Malley vs. Merab Dvalishvili rematch. Reportedly in the works for UFC 316, according to Kevin K on Twitter and later reposted by Red Corner MMA. A highly anticipated rematch between Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili is reportedly in the works for UFC 316. Kevin also stated that O'Malley is already deep into his training camp for this rematch and confidently claimed that his sources have confirmed this news with 100% accuracy. He even went as far as to stake his entire reputation on the announcement. There could be some truth to these reports, as O'Malley has been actively posting gym updates on Snapchat, fueling speculation. However, it's important to note that the UFC has not officially confirmed this bout yet, meaning dates and event details could still change. Kevin's report suggests that this fight is being targeted as the main event for UFC 316. Additionally, Dana White has previously confirmed that both fighters are eager for a rematch and that fans are highly interested in seeing it happen. As always, until official confirmation comes from the UFC, nothing is set in stone. But this potential rematch is already generating a lot of buzz.
They want to fight each other. I think people want to see it.
Earlier this month, the two fighters were spotted at the UFC PI discussing their anticipated rematch. Now, with reports leaking that they will headline UFC 316 in Newark, New Jersey on June 7th, excitement is building. Additionally, Kevin has revealed that the co-main event could feature Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena. Who do you think takes the win in this rematch? Drop your predictions in the comments.